right, I'm on my way. I just did House Bar, open mic, what, March 11 to 25, 2025. I did okay. I did, I think, at least four something minutes. What's so crazy about it was I didn't know I ran through. I did all the topics I wanted to do. I had to go back on one of them because um, I missed what I was gonna say. Like for example, like women who are being abused, thing like that. I was just running off of four topics, which was Women's History Month, that one, the women being abused, Proud Boys, and the N word topic. What's so crazy was what happened. What this is what happened. Like there was one comedian who was doing some sort of joke. It was like in the middle, close to the middle, um, and I swear I heard some lady in the front always say Blackie. I was like, it threw me off because I was like, which one? I was about to say, which one of y'all said Blackie, and just see if somebody shows like basically see if the audience like went silent. Because it was in the front and they were feeling the way they were feeling. I just ran over a bump. That's how I was singing. But I was like, what the heck? You know, I think I was a little, I don't know if I'm getting too preachy or not, quote unquote preachy, but I went going in. I go in the way I want to go in because of my experiences. So if I said there should be a service for women who get abused, I definitely was. I would want a service for for those women. Um, and I would and I'm like, us men, we don't shoot, we shouldn't be out there putting our hands on ladies. Let's be real. There's some ladies, some men who like equal rights, equal fights, and I'm more like I have experienced and or went through, not experience, but I went through. There's some things that went on in my life where um I may or may not encounter stuff like that around me, and I'm affected by it. Could I make a joke about like, hey, I hit a woman, like, and I know I didn't, but what if I did, But from other accounts of folks, and their actions, I'm like, say something. I'm like, hey, yeah, but yeah. And then I did the whole Proud Boys thing because the story behind them. Then I did the N word topic because I wanted to, and it became a good joke like last week. So I've been running with it, and I'm glad I've been running with it because I enjoy coming up with stuff like that. The first part about Women's History Month, I mess with people because I said like I celebrate like comedians like Lucille Ball and other comedians. I think I said one of the Sykes, I forgot. And I said then there's comedians that other comedians. And I said Candace Owens is one. And then I said the worst comedian was the woman who basically had Emmett Till killed. That had that was a groan there because there are some people in the audience that knows what I'm talking about. And I meant this, and I wanted to say something about that. I wanted to go through that, um, but I like the I like saying stuff like that that may throw people off because I'm like, yeah, uh, it may not, some folks may not like it, but I'm like, I enjoy it. You know, old girls dead anyway, so all they clothes didn't. Well, Kroger closed. I was trying to get something from Kroger. What time they close? They close at 9:30. I think they close at 9:30. This one closes at 9:30. I'm like, shoot. I think. Just trying to get something real quick from Kroger. I don't see this. This entrance is closes at 8 p.m. Okay, so that entrance closes at 8 p.m. Um, oh dang, everything closed. Not everything, but this store closed. It's COVID messed us up. COVID definitely messed us up. Like when we, you know, like I wanna, COVID done messed us up. Like, you know, how we work and how people works and stuff like that. I don't, COVID. Cause I remember Kroger used to be open 24/7. That was like, oh man, that was a long time ago. There was used to be two Krogers on the same, like there was two Krogers. There was this one, that one I just passed, and one down the street. Now it's a furniture warehouse. And open 24/7. I'm like, I'm good with that. There was a moment where I thought I may have to go to work at Kroger, because of my mindset at the time, and also, who I was younger. Maybe I should have worked at Kroger instead of going to college and getting in thousands and thousands of debt. I pray Jesus. I pray that you heal my debt. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Thank you for doing so. I believe in miracles. I need one. All right, but yeah, man, that Kroger went. But yeah, overall, I liked it. I, I, Al's Bar is it's a tough one for me because of the basically the runaround we some of us got back in the day about maybe hosting the mic, and you know what was done, what was done. Do I forgive him? Yes. Will I talk about it? Yes. I'm actually going to talk about that whole thing. I thought about hearing somebody say "blacky" up in the front. I'll talk about that tomorrow if I go to the open mic tomorrow. So yeah, I ain't I ain't should I be sweating it? No, but I'm glad like to see that, yeah, me addressing racism in my stand up is I like doing that. I like to keep that tradition going. Try to do that in a way, like for example, like I may have to do it in a way like Paul Mooney did, the late Paul Mooney did. I may have to do it in a way like the late Dick Gregory did. I may have to do it the way like the late Richard Pryor did, just to do it in a way that, it's funny, yet stands on something too. That's why, because it still exists and it's stupid and it hurts all of us. Yet, let's be real, folks get fed off of that, or folks make money off of that too. Folks make money off of that. Should I get some from Popeye or should I just go home? Go home. You know what? I'm gonna just go home and go home. I'm supposed to be on a food. I'm supposed to cut it off my food basically at 9 o'clock, but I went where I went. I did open mic. I probably won't. I don't know. Mm, I'm just driving. Um. So yeah. Yeah. What I was saying about, yeah, folks make money off of that mess. Racism had put money into people's pockets. Folks gonna like how? I'm like, it's like I don't know at the moment, but give me a while. Because the folks be like, how? They probably know why or how. They probably the people that would say, how did it happen? Like, they probably the ones who probably know how it happened. I get a sense that it's being used, that racism is being used. You know what I'm saying? And folks is making money off of it. Oh my goodness.